Hey, Happy New Year, guys. What's going on? Welcome to Chatting with Zim, where you guys will be chatting with Zim. Happy New Year, guys. Today on the show, we got my boy. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. We got my boy James, aka Jay. You guys could find him. I've been posting a bunch of his stuff. You guys can find him at James_art_42. James, let's go ahead and beam me onto the mothership. While we wait for him to beam up, I'll let you guys know that Chachi, we did have to reschedule, so hence why he wasn't on with him. I wasn't on with Chachi Fed earlier today, so. There he is.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah. Not
Yes,
much,
sir.
brother. Welcome to the show, bro. How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm tired, even though I slept all fucking day.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I know how that feels. Fucking sucks.
Kind of glitchy.
Cool, bro. So, yeah, very. I'm not sure if it's. Let's see. No. Yeah, I'm good. So it's all right.
All right.
We'll just have to figure it out. Work with what we got, man.
Right?
Cool, man. So, Jay, man, you're artist, man. Artist from Texas, right?
Not from there, but yeah.
Not from there,
There, currently.
Where at?
Yes. I'm from Arizona.
Arizona. Why the hell did I say Texas?
Because that's where I currently reside.
Okay, word. Well, there you go.
Yes, sir.
How was your New Year's?
It was alright. I just wanted to sleep, but they were fucking shooting off like fireworks and goddamn guns like from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. So that was great. Nice. I enjoyed that.
Dude, don't feel any shame at sleeping, man. I think I slept as well. Slept like 10 something and woke up like 15 prior to New Year, so whatever.
Oh,
It works.
I couldn't sleep until 2 once they stopped with all the fucking loud racket, bang, 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 and all that shit.
Cool,
My
man.
wife passed out at fucking 8. I don't know how she did it. Just boom, she's out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Heavy sleeper, man.
Not really. She sleeps like a fucking cowboy. Anytime I barely move, she's awake. I don't know how she fell asleep.
Oh hell no. That's crazy. Well, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, man. You heard any news? Anything in the news, in the media, as far as anything geeky, nerdy?
No,
movies?
not really. I don't really. Like I get on Facebook for like a whole 2 minutes and I shut it off. Like I get real bored with it, and then I get on this and just kind of look at art and mindlessly drone around sometimes on YouTube about, I don't know, guitar or fucking art, and that's about it. I kind of keep in my own lane. Sometimes a little bit about nerdy shit, but for the most part, yeah.
Cool. Nah, man. We'll definitely get into some of your guitar here a little later. You guys have it here first, exclusive. James is gonna be playing the first Chatting with Zim theme song right here. Nah, just joking, dude.
Okay.
Nah, cool, bro. So, let's get into it, dude. First off, I've been following you for a while. I think your work is it's pretty dope. It's awesome work, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. You're messing with a lot. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Your jokers are dope. I mean, you guys got to go, man. If you guys haven't been to his page already, you guys got to check it out. But some of the pieces that I was posting earlier this week, you know, there's some of my favorite pieces that you've done. So.
Stop it. My dogs are like trying to fight each other right now and shit. I don't know if you can hear that. Stop it. Yeah. Fucking feisty little goddamn chihuahuas. One of them's all pregnant and shit, and she's fucking trying to just fight this other one, and she's like old and missing fucking teeth, like this little bitch.
Aw. Delatorre Comics says he can't wait to hear the theme song, dude.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, cool. I mean, I basically don't really like play people's shit too much, but I play like just chords and fuck around a whole lot. I use people's music that I like underground, like surf punk and shit, to learn chords and then just kind of forget them right after that.
What you think of the X-Men '90s theme song, the cartoon?
Yeah, I like that one. That's classic. That's like
fucking
makes
badass.
me think of being 5.
Damn right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Figured I would grab my watercolors just to show that they're not like normal watercolors. They're liquid. Like these fucking things. They come in a vial. Dr. P.H. Martin's.
Oh,
and like,
nice.
I like them a lot because pans are so fucking annoying. Like trying to mix the colors in this little thing, and then it takes forever. And then I fucking use that little palette like immediately. And I gotta figure out what exact amount to make that color again. I don't like it. It's fucking annoying. So I usually just use that shit, put it on the palette, or sometimes I just drop a couple on my fucking piece of paper and let shit happen, whatever.
Word.
It's a lot easier. Also, it's light fast, so that's also a plus.
Oh, that's good, man. That Dr. P.H. Martin's, the only one I use for that is just the pen white. You know? How's
that? I have this other white, but it's like gouache or whatever.
Okay, yeah. No, this one's dope, dude. This one is good. Good for like highlights and there you go. I've never used that one before.
Yeah, it's bleed proof. Like I really hate how with most whites, like pens and gel pens and shit, like as soon as you go over certain purples and reds, like it absorbs that fucking color and starts to turn pink, or I don't like that. It's fucking annoying. It like really gets on my nerves. I want it pure fucking white. So I looked up a bunch of different whites, and that one and that Pesto jumbo pen that like Jim Lee and other comic artists use.
Yeah.
I want one of those, but I don't feel like fucking ordering one for like $10 goddamn or some shit. That was like $5, so I was like, yeah, all right, I'll take that. Try that shit out. It's been doing good for like 2 years that I've had it.
Okay.
It's a lot, so pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. Man, so let's start from the beginning, dude. How long you been drawing, man?
Forever. I mean, my entire life. Like when I was little, about like 4 years old, I was like, I do this fucking Lion King thing, like Simba and Zabu, whatever, that fucking bird that follows him around. I don't know. I haven't seen that shit since I was little, so. But I drew it on the back of this letter that I was writing to my grandma who lived in San Diego. I grew up in Arizona, Tucson. And like she liked it, my mom liked it. So from there on out, I just liked drawing because it felt good whenever my mom or grandma told me like they liked it. And then about in 6th grade on throughout fucking all of elementary, I got grounded a lot, which meant my mother would take everything a fucking way except for pen, paper, and like my radio. So I had a lot of free time. So in a way, it was good that I was a bad little bastard.
So go to your room and give me everything besides paper and pen.
Yeah, she would literally take my boxes of toys and shit.
Oh, shit.
Like, she'd take fucking everything, yeah.
Nice. At that time, she know you like to draw?
Yeah, she knew. Because I'd always, like, give her drawings. And she'd always compliment me regardless of how trashy it was at the time.
Oh, man. Dude, don't get me started, man. I got to look up for some of my old pieces, and it's like, ooh. Very cringeworthy, man.
I feel that about current stuff that I do all the time, so...
Nah, dude, I like I say, man, all the time, dude. I think we're our own worst critics, you know what I mean? So...
Yeah, I've heard that a whole lot in general.
Yeah.
My wife is always telling me that, because I tell her, you know, looks like shit, look at this right here, and I point out the spots that I hate, and I'm kind of bad about that in general. I point out my mistakes a lot to other people. I'm like, nah, look at his jawline or something like that. The arm is fucking retarded or some weird shit like that.
Nah, it's all good, dude. It's all part of the process, man. The learning process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What did you say what got you into drawing, dude? No?
Nothing really, just doodling when I was a little kid. I just liked either playing with action figures or sitting around with a crane or something, drawing like fucking weird stick figures that turned into like aliens and shit. I really liked aliens in early 90s and shit, being from like the desert sort of thing. They were really fucking popular, extraterrestrials and shit. And so I'd draw a lot of aliens, and my mom's pickup truck and my stepdad at the time has stick figures and shit. But then it became like Dragon Ball Z a whole lot, all throughout like the end of elementary school until high school. And I just fucking stopped drawing altogether when I was a junior in high school until I was like 18, 19, because, I don't know, I was more busy not giving a fuck and being angry and skateboarding and getting high and like smoking pot, getting high, not doing drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Not doing real drugs, you know? Just
Yeah, exactly.
shit. Actually, we just made it legal here in Illinois, like January 1st. So lines are crazy, dude.
Yeah, I bet. That's pretty dope, though. I wish Texas would fucking do that.
Yeah. Fucking, I think Illinois made like over $3 million the first day just in pot sales. So
apparently, they made hemp legal out here, and like basically, if you get stopped with a quarter pound or less, they'll drop the case pretty much, or they'll all you have to do is like say it's hemp, and they won't go through the process of trying to fucking like test it and shit like that.
damn.
Yeah.
That's
Not that I'm trying to go around with pot or anything like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the news here in Illinois. You know, the big news for all these fucking potheads and shit. So that's pretty cool, man.
I mean, I've got this several different hemp shit things for like my dog, literally to calm their fucking asses down, and it really does actually work. That was fucking weird. This 3-in-1 Spectrum hemp oil, and like apparently it uses all the whole plant, and it does have amounts of THC in it, and give them a couple little drops of that or a little bit of these fucking chews or whatever, and it also has like other vitamins shit in it. That's pretty cool. So calms their asses down. Like I said, they're fucking like chihuahuas and a Chiweenie and shit like that. So right, little bastards randomly. Like one of them just hates it when two of my dogs fucking play fight. So she, like, my wife calls her a grandma dog, like a grandmother who's getting onto children for playing, essentially. But she's like the smallest little fucking thing running around, like barking and biting at them, and then it starts fights, and it's like, you goddamn little shits. I've had my boot like in between them several times and having to hold them down with it and like, fucking knock it off, I'll crush you. You
Dude,
realize that?
It's always the little ones, man, that are the most feistiest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the other ones are chill. They just want to play, and then this little one just goes fucking crazy all the goddamn time. It's pretty easy to stop them, like, since you just get in between them. I wouldn't do that with a big fucking dog, but these little goddamn bastards, pretty easy just to move them slightly.
Crazy.
You know, very little force.
Was I gonna say? Yeah, no, dude. I seen that you drew your pup the other day. You drew him a couple times.
Yeah, a couple
right?
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about it.
I've tried. I really suck at animal art.
No, man. I mean, they look decent. The last one looks dope. The first one looks pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave you some kudos on that. I like that as well. So, then the
we
what
were
is it,
talking
bulldog?
about that.
Yeah, the bulldog is.
Yeah, I like that one.
Did you use watercolor for all three?
No, not all three. Like the first two, like most of the time I do mixed media in the sense of mixing layers of markers and watercolor. But with those two, the first two, I wanted to just do watercolor without doing other shit or whatever. Because I usually try and smooth it out, even though like I look at other people's watercolors and I like that blotchy look. For some reason, when it comes to my shit, I start to see it, like the feathering stuff, and I'm like, you gotta smooth that shit out. It's gotta be blended nicely. And it's easier for me to just go over with fucking marker. And then I'm cool with like the last thing that I did the other day, Friday or whatever, with Spider-Man. All of that is just marker on his suit and his skin, and most of the blood is fucking like these little acrylic red paints because I wanted it to stand out versus just red marker on top of his red fucking suit. Like, it doesn't really stand out, you know. But
yeah.
The background is all watercolor. It's not like on him per se.
No word.
And I would do that a lot, but I did use India ink to ink it.
Okay. I've never used that medium, that India ink.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean,
Indian ink, yeah.
The blacks are more vibrant, it seems. Like I'll use like other fine liners like Micra, Pigma, whatever the fuck, the Sakura shit. And then I've got a couple Spectrum Noir ones, and I've used Faber-Castell Pit pens are actually fucking, they have India ink in them that are light fast as well, and that's pretty cool. But they have because I feel like it's not fresh ink that you're dipping in. You can see the like pigments separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the random like speckles. You don't really get that like at all with just plain India ink. I get my shit from this website called Dick Blick. They might actually have an actual store out in Illinois. I don't know. We don't have them, but it's this shit. It's like 3 fucking ounces, and it was like $3 versus like if I were to get Dr. P.H. Martin's or even Speedball shit, like just for 1 ounce, it's like $10 goddamn dollars. So 3 ounces is fucking obviously triple that, and $3 is a lot cheaper, and it's fucking good quality. So I like it. I dig it. Yeah. I'll probably never fucking need to buy one, like for 10 years.
No, nice, dude. I mean,
it lasts a while.
I've always said it. I mean, I've always said it to artists, you know, and I think it works just about in any wherever the hell you put it at, you know. But it's like for us artists, when it comes to like paints and stuff, you know, although the good shit is super expensive, sometimes what we produce with some of the more affordable price, you know, affordable materials. I mean, we do just the same and shit. I mean, I paint with fucking Crayola, the ones you find at Walgreens, the watercolors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used for a long time until I bought some new ones.
Yeah, the little pan palette ones or whatever.
Yeah, man, I work with it, man. So that's pretty cool, dude. There's a lot of artists that I've interviewed on here. We all share that same similarity, just about all of us. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I've watched quite a few of those. I dig them.
Cool, thanks.
It helps me prepare for this and be less stressed out of, well, I shouldn't say fuck a whole lot and like have my dirty potty mouth and yada yada. But
Man, that's why
after
it's
seeing the videos, I get what it's gonna be. So it's like, all right, that's cool.
this is why it's unedited, man. It's,
Right.
everything is all balls out, I guess. It looks like a lot of people
Yeah,
are
pretty
commenting
much.
on your Spider-Man, dude. That Spider-Man is freaking wicked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I saw your cousin say that, and yeah, I appreciate that. That's really cool. I mean, I didn't put too much. I've been really having a hard time drawing lately. It's been like 2 long periods of gaps in between, and then I start to get in my fucking head and psych myself out. And like for pretty much all of last week, every time I sat down and tried to draw, like I just hated it. It looked like some bullshit I would have drawn when I was 15. And it was like, God damn it, why don't these lines look good, sort of thing. So I decided, you know what, like the 2 things that are easiest for me to draw and are very stressless for me are either Spider-Man beat the fuck up or Batman possibly beat up as well. I like blood a lot. So I don't know. I just threw that down. It probably in total took 2 hours to do, but like between my dogs and my house and fucking dealing with my kid and shit like that, like I had to stop and put brakes a whole lot. So
yeah,
I'd draw a little and then get up and have to go fucking do something or some bullshit. But yeah.
crazy, man. And that's a good segue, man. I mean, you said you were married, kids.
Just one, yeah.
So that being said, it's like a lot of artists as well. We all struggle with like time organizing, like organization and shit, and just sitting down and going to town and drawing. You know what I'm saying? So what's your daily art life like, or your schedule like?
Well, I'm fortunate enough that my wife has a decent paying job, and I just stay at home and take care of the house, the chores, the yard work, and I've been learning to cook. That way she can get home, food's fucking done, and we can just do our thing. So, I mean, that's why I've been able to learn how to play guitar. So, I've only been playing 3 years now. Like, it just hit a 3-year anniversary mark sort of thing with me and the guitar.
Dope.
But, if I work and, I mainly do manual labor when I work and shit, I'm not coming home and drawing. There's no fucking way. I don't have the energy. I don't give a shit. I'm going to chill out, go to sleep or something, shower, eat, sleep. I don't want to do shit. Relax.
No word.
So I'm very fortunate on that end, but we just bought a house sort of thing. So it's been this past year a bit different. Like I didn't draw nearly as much this, I guess, 2019. I can't say this year. All throughout 2019 versus fucking 2018. Like I went back the other day and counted how many drawings I produced in 2018, and it was over 60. And then in 2019, it was literally 32. Okay. It was damn, I literally did half the amount because I just didn't have the time. As much time, I should say.
Yeah, I mean,
juggling other shit.
I mean, if you look at it, I mean, 52 weeks in a year, so came a couple short. But I mean, even though, man, even the pieces that you did produce, they're dope. So I mean, I can't lie. I mean, I know earlier you did a Donatello. That one's dope. I'm digging everything.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be real gory. That just ended up happening. I didn't like how one of his eyes looked, and I was like, fuck that eye. I'm just gonna make it a dead eye and just fucking splash blood and do all this other shit and stuff.
I like it. It looks, battle damage. He's, kind of blind, has his
exactly.
It looks sick though. I like the look though. It looks dope.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
For me, Spider-Man is my favorite character. So anything Spidey, I'm digging it. You draw him well, so I can't complain. And then your top 9.
That, yeah.
Let's talk about your top 9. Anything you happy to see there, or you're not so excited that surprised you that it was there?
I know I made my own top 9 because I liked. There were certain things left out. I was like, how the fuck wasn't that a top 9? Like, my last Joker, I really love. That's one of the few drawings I've done that I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm very pleased with this. Whereas the Joker that I did that's in that top 9, I hate that fucking drawing. I'm like, that's trash.
You think
it's
so?
Not very good. I mean, there's coloring aspects to it that I like, but I don't know. It doesn't look too much like Joaquin Phoenix, in my opinion, so I don't really like it. I like the blending, I guess you could say, the coloring, but the proportions are kind of weird to me. I don't like them.
Yeah. Now, out of these two Venoms, I'm digging the one in the middle on the top 9. You know, it just looks more. He has just more of that, saliva coming out, and that looks dope. The Batman Who Laughs is dope. And on yours,
that one.
Yeah,
I did that in like an hour. After I did Inktober in 2018, I just became to where it was a lot less stress. It was stressless to just put an hour timeline on my art and not care how good it was or how it looked, sort of thing. That's how a lot of my art kind of was in 2019. Very little did I sit down and draw for fucking like 5 hours or 8 hours and have to draw more the next day and shit.
Yeah.
That usually is very stressful for me. So
now saying all this stuff about stress and saying, how you had pretty much that artist block the whole week. I mean, as an artist, how do you overcome that challenge, dude? What's your process in overcoming that, or how do you get that started?
Usually that happens because, for one, I put too much pressure on myself of, well, this drawing has to be better than the last one, sort of thing. It's always got to be better, sort of thing. And then what helps me not care about that is put a small timeline on it, not care about the proportions or whatever. Also choose a character that I know I'm good at, like Spider-Man, for example, because you can make him, I've heard you say in past interviews, like how Todd McFarlane drew them all fucking limbly and crazy, and, the anatomy is a little easier with him. Also, I really like making him fucking ripped up. Like, I'm not very good at round shapes, so it helps me throw also emotion and character if, like, half his face is fucking exposed and shit like that.
No, for sure.
But, this Batman as well. But, like, my favorite characters in general, fictional characters, like, I don't ever draw them because every time I sit there and try, it's Robin, Dick Grayson, or Jason Todd. And I just fuck up on either Jason Todd's helmet or their mask. I don't know why. Those little fucking sidekick mask bullshits, I'm not very good at. Like, I always just
sidekick masks
get stressed out. Yeah, it's kind of what I call them, even though like Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and shit have them. But for the most part, if you're the leading role, you have a helmet or a cowl completely, which makes more sense than, I don't know who you are because a little bit of your skin on your face isn't showing. But anyways.
Growing up, dude, what were some of your favorite artists, dude?
I didn't really know a whole lot of artists when I was a kid, but when I actually started paying attention to it, it was like Alex Ross, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane. I really liked his take on like the X-Men and fucking Spider-Man in the early 90s and late 80s and shit like that. I don't know, other than that, I used to know like all sorts of I really like Alan Moore's work, and I hated Frank Miller as a kid. Like, it was so hard for me to read any of his shit because, like, I was Frank Miller. God, that fucking art is trash. But as I grew up and became an adult, I started to appreciate it more and not really care, like, how bad it was, because I look at it as it's kind of his own style and it's comic books. Like, it's cool. I dig it now. Now I don't view it as bad, janky, weird art. I don't know. Kind of like if Abstract Acid was dropped into fucking Batman. It's the best way I can put it. or Daredevil and shit like that.
I gotta ask.
I like Frank Morrison.
Okay.
I think that's his name. Grant Morrison, that's it. Not
Grant Morrison.
He made Animal Man, and he did a lot of Batman and shit, but I really dig Animal Man.
You collect comic books, or have you ever collected comic books or trading cards or anything like that?
I've got some comics now. I used to have like a lot, like thousands of them. Pretty much reading comics is what taught me to read as a kid. Like, I hated fucking Dr. Seuss and shit like that. That shit was gay and annoying to me. So I didn't like that. It needed to be bloody, pretty much, and pretty pictures. So comics did that for me. But, like, I have pretty much all these now. That's about it. I don't know if they're seeing just two of these weird boxes of comics, and that's about it. Like, I used to have fucking probably 10 boxes worth of comics and a bunch of, like I had original Shazams back when he was called fucking Captain Marvel and shit like that. But, yeah, life happens, so.
It sure does, man. And it happens quickly as well, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
What about, since you do commission work, man?
I try, but yeah. I'll take commission work.
Okay, that's good to know, man.
Definitely open to it. I've done a few, but not many. I'm not very good at promoting myself.
It's alright, man. That's what we're all here for, dude. Promote.
Right.
Promote.
Yeah.
Anything you didn't like doing as far as commission work? Any pieces you were like, not really feeling?
I did a couple World of Warcraft, which I thought would be a lot easier than they were, because I do like comic book shit, so I figured, that'll be easy. There was one in particular, I liked the guy. He was like a fucking orc thingy, green. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't play the game or whatever. Yeah. But I thought it would be cool to do Celtic knots around the fucking thing like a frame. And nope, I hate that. That was fucking horrible. They were very hard, and you can see it's not fluid. It's not like it's all kind of squiggly, and I hated it. I think it looks like shit, just the border around. From a distance, it looks good, but then you get close to it, and it's like, oh, that border. Someone's never really practiced on that Celtic knot shit. It's kind of obvious. But other than that, I did this, what's that?
Are they on the page?
Yeah, God, I'm trying to think of his name. I think it's like Goldan. I don't know, the way they spell it. It's all that fucking weird-ass fantasy spelling and shit. I'm not too big into fantasy stuff.
Yeah, I see it. It's, it has, like, the skulls around them and stuff,
Yeah, he's got, like, skulls, like, on his jacket or chest armor plate thing. I don't know.
Dude, hell no. But it looks dope.
I like the character. I think the character looks good, but the Celtic knots, that was the main issue.
It's like never again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and that wasn't even asked. It was just, that would probably look good on it, and I'll throw that in. No, that was all me, and it was a dumb decision. Like, I wish I wouldn't have done that.
And honestly, dude, it looks cool. It looks dope. I'm not sure if it's the picture or if you meant to do, like, the half green, half blue. But,
well, see, yeah, I wanted it to be half and half, but I originally was putting, like, watercolors over it, and that was looking really weird. So I then tried my markers on it, and that was also kind of looking weird, so I then used some acrylic paints that I had, like paint pens sort of thing, not real, like that shit. Not really real acrylics. I mean, they're real, but you know what I mean? Not in a tube or some shit.
Can, besides Instagram,
Babe?
besides Instagram, bro, is there any social media you're on?
No, not really. I'm not a big fan of social media in the first place. Like, me even getting onto this was a stretch, like a couple of years ago. Like, I always critiqued anyone who used hashtags or like fucking anything like that. I was like, that's gay. I'm not gonna fucking do that or whatever. And then I didn't like really understand. And also I looked at Instagram for like sluts and weirdos just taking pictures of themselves all the time. And I don't know. I wasn't into all that. Like, big photo, it's just for me, I guess. I don't know. But I was told by a YouTuber to check out Instagram for art and shit. And I'm glad I did. I like it. It's pretty chill when it comes to art.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Man, I've been following you for a while, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what piece
Couple
I
years.
came in or what piece I started following you, but I know it's been a while. You know what it was? I think it was the whole zombie thing you had going on. You had like Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America. I think around, give or take, around that time is when I stepped in.
Thank you. That was, yeah, right away. That was like some of the first stuff I was actually producing. Yeah, I think like literally you were like number 29 followers sort of thing. Like fucking, it was really early. Like as soon as I pretty much got onto here.
Oh shit! You seen it now lately? It's scary, dude. You're at 666.
Oh, that's cool. I've been waiting for that number because I was going to screenshot it. Like I took a screenshot of the 421. I was like, yeah, 420. Look at that. Fucking posted that on my personal account on Facebook or whatever.
Fuck yeah, 666, dude. That's scary, man. It's pretty badass.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Fucking.
It's actually pretty cool watching it grow. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
In general.
I mean, you talked about it earlier. You know, you play guitar, man. You'd be willing to play a little something, little 30-second piece or something, or what?
Sure, I could noodle around or whatever. Hang on, let me
play
this
some
fucking thing up better.
Whoa! Play some of your best work there, man. No pressure. I could hear you.
Shit.
Hang on. For some reason.
We could hear you and we could see you, man. Uh-oh. What's going on? There we go.
Got disconnected. And I was like, son of a bitch. Because when I set the phone down, it tried to slip. And then, yeah, my fingers started tapping shit. Anyways, like I said, I mainly just strum chords and then fuck around. I don't like to sing too much. There's like one video on here that I sung. I hate my voice.
Man, I mean, just play some chords, man. A couple of 10, 15 seconds worth of something cool.
Alrighty. There you go. 10, 15 seconds worth.
Sweet shit, man. I could see the lighters.
I just know basic chords. Maybe I should just leave that there. It's a little easier. Don't have to hold it.
Oh, you good, dude. Fucking, I mean, I think I talked about it earlier, man, the last time I talked to you, but we got this segment, you know, Josh's Tool Bag, named after my first guest and boy, Josh Queen. So this is a segment where, you know, we check out we talk more about your, Del Toro saying encore. Young Wolf is saying nice chords, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's the main thing I focus on is chord progression and shit. I'm not a fucking shredder. I'm not into all that shit. I listen to punk rock. We don't shred. It's like chords or whatever, or minors and shit. But yeah. So art stuff then. Yeah, I should go to my desk.
Let's definitely talk more art stuff, dude.
Hang on. Goddamn pair of clothes on my fucking desk. I kind of just throw shit up on here. Like at night, because it's in my room, I'll just undress and toss clothes onto my fucking desk. I'll get to that later.
Man,
all right, there we go.
I know that story all too well, bro.
Let's see. I'll show you, like I was telling you about my inking. Let's see, here we go.
Whoa.
There's my main markers that I use now, like Copics, but before I use these sons of bitches, Spectrum Noirs. Okay, the label's not on that one. I've used it a whole fucking lot, apparently. It's sort of on this one. There we go.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
But these were the first watercolors I tried, and hang on, sorry. Whoa, shit! The pan flew out when I opened it. It's on the floor somewhere. Fuck it. There's India ink that I use. Where's the dip pen?
Oh, okay.
You can see the nib. I've not done a whole lot of pieces with it. I usually use that fucking thing, Copic, and there's my like pencils and other pit pens. I've noticed that you've been doing a whole lot of stuff with Tombos recently.
Yeah, definitely.
For like watercolor thingies. I usually keep all my watercolors over in this little thing. And there's also some alcohol refill shit. I like this thing. I've only used it once. It's like Winsor and Newton Gold ink. I wish it would fucking focus. There we go. It's got like bronze in it. If you shake it up, you can see the gold shit like moving around. Like it's fucking pretty cool. And then I get this little cutting thingy, which I was kind of happy about. The like crafty bullshit that you can cut your paper a little easier. Here's some of my fine liners. I've literally had these acrylic paints for, I don't know, 4 years. Just haven't used them. I got all these, like, several of these Prismacolor 24 packs, like, 4 years ago at Walmart for fucking $1, like clearance. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy a shit ton of those, yeah.
Wow.
Turn around, you bastard. There we go. But, yeah, those are the main shits that I use.
Do a giveaway, man.
Oh. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. For sure. I think 2 of them I haven't even gotten into. I might have stolen the white out of it, though, because I use the white pencils a lot. I should maybe talk about the paper that I use, because that's a big thing that matters a lot.
Definitely, man. That definitely matters. Unless you're using like tissue paper or something. Then.
Yeah, right. Because that's what's sitting there. I've really been enjoying these fucking mixed media Strathmore Series 400 tone papers. That's like what I was trying to do this Greedo, but every time I sit down and try to finish it, I just don't feel like it. Maybe I'll do it. That was
I'm
scratch piece
digging
of
the gray
paper.
on that. There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to. So I got these fucking Arteza, like the entire Gray series, and I really so far really hate the names, like how they color charted it is fucking stupid. Like they're not like Cool Gray 1 through 5 or some bullshit. It's just random ass names, Pale Stone 36 and shit like that. I think it's stupid. But these are the main
how's the Artesia
whatever sketchbooks that I use.
How's the Artesia brand?
I've only used that a little bit, like I don't know. They seem they're all right for the price. I like them, but I really hate the name. That's the big issue. Like I'm sitting here having to pull one out and do a little swatch all sort of thing first to see what shade of fucking gray is this or what. Like I don't know. It's annoying. I would rather just have my shit set up visibly next to the corresponding colors and pull it out, not thinking, and just get done. I mean, I know I should be a little more patient and probably swatch stuff out before I just start splashing it down. I've made several mistakes in the past, just grabbing and going, but whatever. I usually fix it, but it's just a point. I'd like it to be named better. Other than that, they work good. They lay down all right. I used them on that Spider-Man that I did. All the grays on them. But
and
I think in random spots.
The watercolor piece that you had, what brand was that?
Which watercolor piece?
The little case, the case of watercolors that you have, the little white case.
Oh, that's Winsor and Newton. It's
Winsor.
just Cotman, the Cotman series. It's like the student. Okay. I got it for like I want to say fucking $18 on that website that I told you about, dickblick.com. I've got some of their markers too, and I never fucking use them. I hate them because they're these Blick Studio or whatever. I like gray a lot. I use it a lot. So I wanted some warm grays, and I ordered those. You expect like a brownish red tone from warm grays. They're fucking purple. Yeah. They basically are purple grays. I use them here and there, but I don't use them that much. It's fucking purple gray.
Wouldn't recommend.
But they're all right. I don't have like if you like fucking Prismas.
Yeah.
They're very similar to those, like the ink quality and shit. That's not a problem. It's just it's not the shade of colors I wanted, essentially, because I wanted warm colors, not fucking, I don't know.
Cool gray.
I guess that'd be kind of a cool sort of thing. It's not even cool gray. It's fucking purplish. I don't know. It's nitpicky is really what it is. It's minor little nitpicks.
Anything you're working on now that we don't know, or anything for anything you want to work on for New Year's as far as resolutions for 2020? I know you started messing with watercolors a little bit more last year, so.
Yeah, this year I don't necessarily make resolutions, but this year I thought, if anything, after I saw the how much more less amount of art I produced last year, this year I want at least 5 pieces per month. So at least, yeah, I got those coming on. You told me about those. So dude, that'll definitely help.
These are going to change your art world. Definitely, bro. I recommend these to all artists. These are some cool slaps. That's what they're called in the graffiti world. 228 labels.
Yeah, because you're going around slapping them on shit.
Yep. So you're gonna have a blast with that, dude. You're gonna see that you're gonna be able to do, just since it's a smaller drawing space. You'll be able to get through them a lot quicker and just post more shit out.
Right. My problem is drawing small.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could always add them together, 4 of them, and make a bigger canvas. and
Right.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'll get used to it good enough. I feel like, cause it's like, how big is it? 4 by 5 or some shit like that?
Yeah, something like that, like 4 by 5, give or take.
Yeah.
Tombow works.
It's not too small.
Yeah. Tombow, the colors, the markers, watercolor brush markers, they work well on the surface. So you just can't do like over 3 layers on some shit. You know, boom, color it.
Right.
And you could add some highlights or some black tones. But anything like 3 or 4 layers of it, you're gonna start eventually getting that wet.
Tearing it and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just a little FYI for you and every other artist who sees this later on down the line. You know what I mean? If you guys are trying to get in there.
Yeah, it's a good tip.
Yeah, great tip, man. Yeah, dude. Besides that, man, I mean, we're coming down to like the last 9-10 minutes of the show, dude. Anything you want to touch on that we didn't? Anything?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, anything you might want to promote or, you know?
Not really. Like when you said earlier, just a moment ago, about anything I'm working on or whatever, I accidentally already showed the Grado thing.
Yeah.
That's what I've, like, after I did it was probably the middle of fucking December that I started drawing that. And the other day I sat down and tried to finish it, but I picked up a marker and I scribbled on it a little bit, and I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. Yeah. Like, because I know I don't want to give up on it. It's just that I know where I want it to end is me putting a shit ton of, like, layering, and I'm looking at a good 6 more hours at least of where I want it, is how I'm figuring. So I haven't been feeling like sitting down and doing a long-ass fucking drawing like that. Just a quick hour or 2.
No, I definitely hear you, man. I have those times too, you know, where it's like I don't really feel like drawing and I don't feel like painting or whatever, and I sit down and I try to come up with something, but I end up getting stuck watching some more YouTube or something, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you, dude. I definitely feel you. But it looks dope though, and little by little it'll get there.
Yeah, if I actually finish it, I do have some unfinished shit that I was working on in the past, but
cool. I mean,
don't get done.
I'm telling you, once those slaps are in, your whole world is gonna open up. You know, the little characters, easy shit, you know, to get you out of that artist block stuff. So I mean, it works for me. Hopefully, it'll work for you. You know what I mean? I think I put Delatorre Comics on that, on the 228 labels, you know, and he's been enjoying them, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's been pumping shit out in general a whole lot, like fucking all out Inktober, and then he just did like that Bruce Lee fucking November, and then the Power Rangers all last month. That shit was sick, yeah.
Yeah, definitely fire, dude. So, I mean, that's all it is. I mean, at this time, if anybody wants to go ahead and ask any questions, maybe something I didn't ask or anything you guys want to know about my boy Jay here, then definitely be our guest. Yeah, dude, he's definitely getting that work on, and I'm kind of glad, you know, that not just him, but everybody else who I've talked to, you know, one of the reasons why I try to get you guys in here first is, I mean, you guys just keep doing the work, man. Keeping on the grind. You know, you guys are posting. I mean, it's not a daily thing. I don't post daily. I post like every other day. But, I mean, besides that, I mean, you guys, either I've been following you guys for a long time, or I see that you guys keep grinding.
The freezer. They're in the freezer. Yes, does anybody know where I left my fucking glasses? They're somewhere random.
That's actually my brother. I don't know where they're at, dude.
Oh, that's chill. But I was gonna, about the posting, grinding sort of thing. Like a lot of times I'll go long periods without drawing and I'll feel guilty. So that's why there's random spam videos of just music, because I feel like, that's art, sort of. So fuck it. This is what I did today. I just practiced my guitar or whatever, or bass or something. So it's basically filler.
Definitely digging it, dude. Like you said, it's art too. Anything else, man, that you might any other skills that you might have that we don't know about besides art and playing guitar?
No, I suck at everything else.
Fucking Jay, dude. Crazy.
I like dogs. That's about it.
I gotta
Animals.
ask, dude. Marvel or DC?
I like DC more.
There you go. Why?
Like, well, for one, so when I was 14, I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and this was back in fucking like 2005 or some shit like that, when it wasn't that fucking expensive or popular. So like literally I was driving by with my mom, the convention center, and she was like, hey, you want to go to that? And like the next day was going to be fucking Comic-Con, and there's all these people dressed up and shit. And I was like, yeah, that looks cool. I'll do that. So I got a 4 or 5 day pass for fucking like $30.
Wow.
And went and did all that. And like, I was buying a bunch of Marvel comics while I was there, but I talked to so many fucking Marvel artists saying like how they've been fucked over, and like Stan Lee's an asshole and shit. Like, Stan Lee walked by me, and like all these people like following him, and I was literally in the middle of talking to like that guy who created Venom or whatever, and he was telling me how much Stan Lee was an asshole.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, fuck that guy. I'm not going to go see him, piece of shit.
He walks him right behind you and
shit. Yeah. So I was just, for a long time, I pretty much was on the fuck Marvel train until pretty much that Avengers movie came out. And then even a year later, I finally like caved and watched it and was like, oh, that's actually pretty good or whatever. And then got more into it, I guess. Like, I've always loved Spider-Man, so that's been like the one thing I'd still occasionally read and shit, but like old stuff with like Steve Ditko, the original motherfucker who made it. I feel like Stan Lee gets too much credit. Like, he didn't fucking draw any of them. He'd literally write shit out and say, I don't give a fuck what they look like, here it is. Just draw it. Like, but Stan Lee's getting all the credit. Dildo. Whatever.
You heard of Key and Peele?
Yeah.
You ever see that Stan Lee bit that they have?
No, I haven't seen that one. I'm not too huge on them. I've seen, it's like hit and miss.
Yeah. Okay.
I randomly see one sketch that I like, and then another is just stupid.
Definitely check it out, dude. I think it's Key and Peele. They got one where one of them plays Stan Lee, and he's over here he's presenting new characters to, like, you know, The Office or a group of people. It's fucking hilarious. But I mean, we'll check that out after. You check that out after the show, man. I mean, right now it's the last 2 minutes, bro. James, thanks again, dude, for definitely being on here, man. Fucking
yeah, for sure.
Awesome time. Like I tell you, man,
it's pretty chill.
Thanks, bro. It's definitely not the last time. You, like everybody else, you have an open door. If you ever want to be back on, you want to talk a little bit about something that we might have missed, or just keep promoting yourself a little more, man, definitely touch base. Feel free.
For sure. For sure, man. I dig that.
Cool. Once again, James, we met James, guys, at James_art_42. Make sure you guys follow. Make sure you guys definitely follow him. Check out his work. Check out YouTube. I'll probably post this up. Try to do it tonight, but don't quote me on that. And that's it, dude. That wraps up episode 15.
Yeah, for sure.
You're the man, dude.
Yeah, right on, man. And thanks, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, cool. Thanks again, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys, for viewing.
Yeah,
thanks
man.
for coming on. And I think that's a wrap. Happy New Year, everybody, and great start for the new year, man. And once again, James, man, I can't thank you enough, dude.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm sorry I had to bail out that last week.
Nah, dude, it happens, dude. That being said, Chachi has been rescheduled. Some shit came up. He was supposed to be on at 5.